5% jump on this counter. On the back of the Morgan Stanley upgrade, Prestige and Deerlift, these stocks are bucking up the trend. And select oil and gas counters like Oil India, MGL, IGL, these stocks are holding up well today in the trade right now. So ignoring the benchmark indices, which are still in the range bound, a lot of movers and shakers today in trade right now. But what to make of the market? And before we start the new series, how should you place your bets? Let's try to decode that with CA Rudramurthy joining us on the show right now. Hi, very good afternoon, Mr. Rudramurthy. Do remember your super bullish stance on the benchmark indices in the month gone by. But before we start the new series, give us some sense that how is the data shaping up and what's your outlook?
Good afternoon and thanks for having me in the show. Now my bullish stance and very bullish stance which worked out. You saw a 1,000-point move in Nifty in no time. I am now being very cautious for very short term. So let me tell you why. If you see, markets has repeatedly tested, in fact 5 times it has tested the 25,100 to 25,200 level on Nifty future, and for some time it is hard now for markets to break that level. So having seen this big 1,200 points recovery, we were at levels closer to the 23,900 when we had the geopolitical tension, India, Pakistan, the escalations and de-escalations which were happening around, and I was putting that bold call that yes, market will go to 25,000 plus, and we saw markets going there. Now for me, the crucial level to watch in Nifty is 24,500, which is a very strong support, and on the higher side 25,200 is acting as resistance. So give more or less that 100-point plus or minus around 25,400, 25,500 you have a strong support, and resistance is at 25,100, 25,200. I feel market will now see some amount of time-wise consolidation, and for a medium to longer time frame, more the time we spend in this range, it is good and healthy for a longer time frame. Similarly, if you see Bank Nifty, strong support is at 54,700 and multiple times we have seen resistance at 56,000. So for me, Bank Nifty is in that range of 54,700 to 56,000, and Nifty is in that range of 24,400 to 25,200. Markets will be more sector specific and stock specific, and it will spend some time in this range, which is good for a longer time frame.
Hi Rudra, this is Kanishka also joining in. You were just mentioning that market is soon going to be a sector specific as well as stock specific market. So, talking about sectors, do you see any sectoral churns at play at this point in time? Which sectors do you feel are showing momentum on the charts?
Earlier, I was very bullish on private banks and you had a lot of valuation comfort, and these stocks did well even during that October to March period last year when markets were not doing well. Whether it was HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and you have already seen the move, and I was very bullish, super bullish on private bank. Even now, for me, if you have a larger time frame of at least 1 year plus, I will say still private banks will be my top pick. Financials will do good. Look at HDFC Bank, look at ICICI Bank. Even at current market price, there is still value left. However, if I have to look at even margin of safety and at current market price, if I have to buy some stocks, yes, I will look at technology, IT as a sector. Look at charts of Wipro. Look at even stocks like Tech Mahindra, Coforge. You have to be very stock specific and selective even within the IT basket. So for me, it's a choice. Look at Wipro, look at Tech Mahindra, look at Coforge. They all look very, very good. And at current market price, the margin of safety is very good to enter at current market price and hold on, and you will make good money in IT and specifically in stocks like Tech Mahindra, Wipro and Coforge, which I like a lot. For me, even PSU as a theme has more comfort at current market price. So if you have to select from PSUs, for me, defense is a must area where one has to have a portfolio there. And in your portfolio, you can't miss stocks like HAL, you cannot miss stocks like BEL. So defense for me is another area from PSU basket which will do very good. You can even pick stocks from railway, shipping, whether it is Cochin Shipyard or Masgao Dock, or even from rail if you have to pick stocks. You have RVNL, you have stocks like IRCTC also which can do good. Titagar Wagon is another great stock. So you have to be in PSUs right now, whether you want to pick from defense stocks like HAL, BEL, shipping or railway, these will do good. And even for me, power as a theme, as a sector can do good. And even there, if you want to pick up stocks from PSU, matter of choice, you can even look at charts of PFC and REC looking very, very attractive at current market price. These power finance companies can do good. And even if you see charts of NTPC, charts of Tata Power, Power Grid, they all look very, very good at current market price. So I will be very sector specific and stock specific at current market price. And for me, even stock like Indigo, you should not miss. After this promoter stake sale, Indigo is available to you today closer to that 5,200, 5,300 level. Mouth-watering price to buy Indigo at current market price. Similarly, for me, Paytm is another stock-specific call at current market price. Looks very, very strong. Concor is another PSU which you can pick and have in your basket. So lot of ideas I am giving you, both sector specific and stock specific. They all look very good to me.
Sure, Rudra, it seems like a long list of stocks, but specifically if you can highlight two counters for our viewers, which are the tradable ideas right now with the stop losses and the target price as well.
For me, Tata Motors looks very strong. Stock has given a clear breakout above 700 zone and it is showing patterns of accumulation. I will be buying Tata Motors, stock available in future. Look at initial target of 780 to 800 and keep a stop loss of 700 on closing basis. RBL Bank is another stock which looks very strong. 180, 190, lot of strong hands have accumulated the stock. 250 will be my initial target. Stock available in futures. One can definitely go long and have a stop loss of 200 for RBL Bank. So buy on Tata Motor and on RBL Bank.
Okay, thank you so much, Rudra, for your picks. So Tata Motors and RBL Bank are your top picks. Thank you so much for joining us and helping us decode the market trend today. With that, we'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining us.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.